Good team. Westchester, so congratulations on their season. They've got some players that can run really well, and they put the ball in play, and we knew that was going to be the case. Very scrappy team, so we were hopefully prepared for that, but they got things rolling early, and congratulations to Hannah, our pitcher, for just holding them at bay until our bats could wake up.
And wake up they did. It may have took 14 innings, but they finally came around. What changed for you guys?
It must have been the altitude or something. I don't know. But they finally arrived from Michigan. But it was just a matter of this team deciding that they wanted to stick around for another day or so. I think the reality of that set into them, and they finally started playing and hitting the way that our team is capable of.
And it seemed like you had plenty of opportunities on base. You just couldn't bring one around. So what's that say about this team to not get down on themselves at some point? Maybe you think, well, maybe this is not our year. But, man, to the very end, they kept fighting.
This team will never get down on themselves. Never. They know that what they're capable of, and we haven't shown that up until, that last inning. But they will never get down on themselves, ever.
And Hannah, kind of the same way, your pitcher, man, oh man, she had some instances that were close, but she just battled. She had an inning where there was a couple on, got a couple of strikeouts, but just talk about her performance today.
Yeah, all year long, the difference in the games that we've won and lost has always been our offense. And, Hannah's always kept us in the games, and we knew it was just a matter of time, and so hopefully we can keep that rolling.
Taylor, just talk about the fight in this team, not willing to give up.
We definitely have some core values that we have as a team, and one of them's together we will. So no matter what we do, we always do it for each other. And before we went into that last inning, that was our break at our huddle, and I think that's super important. And no matter what we do, we always do it for each other. And especially for our pitcher, Hannah Beatis, she's always out there working in the circle, and she's worked her butt off.
Thank you.
this year, and even these last two games that we played, so it was nice to finally get the bats going for her and give her a little leeway.
You had the game tying hit. Just to kind of take us through that and how pumped you were when you realized the game is not going to be over.
I knew the game wasn't going to be over at the beginning of the seventh inning because I know the grit that our team has. But it did help that Joanna got on first because that really started our energy and everything. But I do think that she pitched it where she was pitching it the whole game, and our coach talks about making adjustments. And as long as we keep doing that, which we all did in that seventh inning, then we're going to be successful the rest of the tournament.
Talk about the defense as well. They made some pretty incredible plays to get out of some of those innings. So, is that something you guys done all year, and we finally get to see it here on the big stage?
Oh, yeah. We've definitely focused a lot on it. We do team defense all the time, but that's definitely a core focus. It's part of the game. But defense is a huge part, and we've had the same defense all year, so we know how to communicate with each other.
Nikoma, you had the one that brought you ahead. What was that like? What did you see? What was going through your mind once you guys realized you had a 3-0 lead, or 3-1 lead, excuse me?
Taylor's hit was huge. Joe getting on first base, leadoff batter, that's huge for us. It just gets us going. Taylor scoring her right away. And like she said, we had no doubt that we weren't going to, finish that seventh inning ahead. So I just knew I needed to get a pitch that could get through the infield and score the runner on third, and she gave me that. She was coming first pitch strike most of my at-bats, so I was expecting that again, and she came. So I think it was just huge that we started it off with, first, second batter got on.
How much do you attribute to the fans? They're screaming at you, it's not over, let's keep going. It must be cool to have that type of fan base there watching you coming all the way out here.
Yeah, our fans are huge. They've been there, every single game we've played. They don't care how far they have to travel. They'll be there. They supply so much of our energy, and they'll never not be cheering us on. So they've been a huge contribution to this.
All right, so Coach, how do you keep things going? How do you keep the offense instead of just the one inning tonight? How do you keep going to tomorrow?
Yeah, we got to get them back, get them fed, and get them rested. That's the key to it. And they're a very smart bunch. They've learned these last two games and everything, and it's just a matter of executing. It's just a matter of doing what we do and not trying to do more than what we're capable of. And I think we've been playing that way all year long, and we just got to keep that rolling.